Hello, people. Welcome back to another episode of the Carrier Playthrough. I'm your host, Chad Marco. so, something interesting happened. The whole time I'm playing this game, I'm telling you guys about how apparently the two main characters share inventory. Or no, they share resources. Like when you beat the game with Jack, you got to play through the same areas with I think her name was Jessica or something, Jennifer. And if you don't leave anything for her, then she'll be shit out of luck. So I went on Google. In fact, I asked the AI Gemini on Google. I said, "Is this true?" And he was like, "Nah, man." He was like, "It's a misconception or something that they don't actually share resources in both of their playthroughs." I don't know exactly where the misconception came from. Maybe I read it in a about a different. Maybe it applies to a different game. That could be it too. But the AI acknowledged what I told it though. It said like it's almost like it knew what I was talking about, but it was confirming that no, it's actually just that's a misconception. It's not true. Um, in fact, the second the second playthrough with Jennifer is supposedly like much shorter than the first playthrough, so it's not even as demanding to need that many resources anyway. Now, of course, I asked AI, so AI could be dead ass wrong. You know, AI is known for getting certain shit wrong. But I'm gonna trust it for the time being. If it said that that's not true, so I'm gonna roll with that. The only thing about it though, if that is the case, what is it? Like, where did I hear that? I could have sworn I seen people on Reddit talking about that one time. I think that's where I got that idea from. Oh, I remember this. Where am I supposed to use that bomb at though? Really, the AI said, "Hey, it's not true." So I'm gonna believe it for now. I'm not gonna worry about it. It'd be a shame for me to not pick up all the resources because some bullshit I heard on the internet. But then AI could be misleading me. So we're gonna move forward like it's a myth. Like my dad working for Sega type myths. And it's like I said, like it's that's such a stupid idea to begin with. To be honest, that's a really stupid idea. Resident Evil 2 did something similar. Resident Evil 2 actually did something similar, but they did it in a more reasonable way. Because if you remember, in Resident Evil 2, there's that one part, I think in like a weapons locker room or something, where you have the choice of taking. Oh, oh shit.
Help me! It's going to kill me! It's a monster!
Don't let it fool you, son!
It's going to kill me!
It's him. Fuck. Okay, I got the right
Oh,
one.
it's a good thing you're able to figure it out. How you doing? I'm Alan.
I'm Sergeant Ingalls from Spark.
That's kind of cool.
I'm asking
He
all
bit me
survivors
because
to
I
go to
saw
the flight deck.
the target
You should
change
go
to the
there, too.
human.
The flight deck? There are no safe places left on this here ship. Well, you must have noticed by now the whole ship is screwed up, son.
Yeah.
It's impossible to tell who's on our side and who is not. You can't trust anyone but yourself. That means you too. Thanks. But I'll make my own decisions.
That's how you want it. Good luck. I've got work to do. Be careful.
You too. Here, you better take this. By the way, son, thanks for saving my butt.
Yeah, level 3 energy drink obtained. That was cool. I figured something like that would happen eventually where, you know, they really test your ability to use that scanner. I'm saying it like it's super hard or something. Yeah, the reason why he bit me was because when I was aiming at him, the target reticle that switched over to the other guy, so I couldn't just mash the button. I had to like move around a little bit. You know, I didn't want to hit the other guy. Activation disc obtained. Okay. I think that's what that other dude is looking for, right? But yeah, Resident Evil 2 did something similar, but they did it in a more reasonable way. The way they did it, it was that weapons, it was like a weapons locker room or something. And you could either find, it was 2 items. It was a submachine gun or like an item pack that would add 2 more items to your inventory. Because, you know, in Resident Evil 2, you have a limited inventory. Or in most early Resident Evil games, you have a very limited inventory. And the game tells you right there, in fact, I think the game tells you I should only take 1 so that Claire or Leon has something. Depending on who you use, who you're using on that part. I think there's a bit of a warning there where they tell you, or like the character acknowledges I should leave something for the other person. You know, because Claire and Leon, they've interacted, or they're kind of interacting throughout the game, and so they know that they're both trying to, you know, struggle to survive. It's kind of loud. So basically what you can do is you can take 1 item, either the item pack or the submachine gun, and leave the other one for the next character. Or you can take both. Like you 100% can take both items as well. So I'm going back up here because I remember I left an item up here. Actually, I went the wrong way when I was checking the map, but I said, fuck it. Since I'm here, I might as well go grab it. Yeah, I'm going to trust AI on this, although we all know AI is sketchy. Might be setting my ass up. Then I had to play the game again over again. But let's see. Let's see how it goes. Okay. This isn't the one. It's the other room. Yeah, in Resident Evil 2, they did that a little bit, but it was only for like 1 or 2 moments where your decision in the first playthrough has an effect on the second playthrough. I think they're like 1 or 2 moments like that. But it's definitely not like they share all resources. Okay. That guy's still here. It's good to see he's alive. I gotta say, man, this game is very mid, but I do like some of its ambitions. The whole idea of using the scanner to see who's human and who's not and then being able to rescue them or having them go to safety. That's pretty cool. Like, dude, you know what's funny? That in of itself is better than the whole team or partner system in the thing. Because in the thing, what ends up happening is that with everybody you meet, they either end up transforming, getting killed, or or it'll be like you'll be with them, and then you guys get separated and you never see them again. So there's no sense of, oh, I saved this person or I rescued this person. Now, of course, we don't know what's gonna happen with these people. They might end up dying anyway. But still, it's the fact that there is sort of, and even with the last scenario where you could choose between the two guys, and you choose correctly, and the guy gives you an item, at the very least, there's a reward, for correctly identifying who's safe and who's not. So I'll give them credit for that. For this for this era, for this era, that's mildly cool. Because the thing came out a little bit after this, and even they couldn't figure out how to actually make like their interactions with other survivors feel meaningful. I mean, they tried. They tried for sure. They created all these different mechanics um that pertain to your interactions with your teammates, but it all just felt very shallow and tacked on at the end of the day. That was the problem. This was another one that I left. Let me see what I got. I'm balling. Yeah, I might as well start shooting motherfuckers now. Just cannot believe you still can't reload. It's crazy. I mean, it's just so easy. Like the X button. Look, the X button, you use that to run, right? Okay. But when you're aiming, the X button doesn't do anything. So why not just make the X button the reload button um, for when you're aiming? That's it. That's all you gotta do. When you're not aiming, you run. When you aim, it reloads. It's that simple. That's not complicated to code into the game. I just... Okay. He spooked me a little bit. That's that guy that I rescued. That guy was invisible. It was an invisible guy in there. Where the hell is he? I mean, it says safe. I guess he's here somewhere. Yeah, that guy. It was a guy in there who bit me. I did not notice he was in there. He must have just like spawned in there or something. Let me check the map. Is this the one they wanted me to blow up? Well, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Damn. I wonder how effective that would be as a weapon. I feel like because you gotta like time the explosion, that would make it hard to use for that purpose. But okay. Well, we gotta figure out what to use these damn bombs. I see like a blue. You see that blue door at the bottom there, next to that room I haven't explored yet. That might be it right there. We'll check those other doors too. See what's wrong with them. They might just be locked. Damn. Oh, I see him too. I see his arm. Okay. That was kind of close. You know, I always tell this story, but you know, the reason why I could just never seem to beat any game like this, like any survival horror game when I was a kid. I think the main reason was always the same because I did not like using my damn map. I didn't appreciate it. I for some reason I did not appreciate the value of a damn map, man. Okay, he's safe. Object. Ark is awake, the new world. Ark is awake, the new world is here. Okay. It's kind of dark in here. What you doing? Wacko.
Stop!
I'll kill you, every one of you.
Calm down. You're losing it.
What?
That was dangerous.
Okay. Friends. Mutants. I killed them all.
You killed your friends?
You can't tell whether or not they're mutant unless you shoot them first.
What?
But he was human. I killed my best buddy.
It's okay. You were in an incredibly stressful situation.
Oh, I don't need your pity. My hands are covered with blood. Oh, I don't care what happens. Just leave me alone.
Don't be stupid. You have to think only about living. Regardless, you have to go to the flight deck and wait for help to come.
If I feel like it.
Don't send him to the flight deck.
Why don't you just go and leave me alone? Leave me alone!
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone!
Don't send that fool to the flight deck, bro. Don't even tell him about the flight deck. It's like a party, man. Like don't tell that nigga about the party. He out here just killing people too. But you gotta understand his situation. You know, when you can't tell who's human and who's not, yeah, it's gonna make you very paranoid. It's kind of like the thing, really. This whole situation is very similar to the thing. 2 level 1 energy drinks obtained. Yeah, it's very similar when you think about it. What's this? Mission orders. James McGregor, commander of the Heimdall. John Rowlands, commander NTA Central. Begin your attack on the Southern Cross base using the NF-UO-36 unmanned attack craft on the morning of April 1st. In conjunction, send in the Special Forces 1st Division to a point 3 kilometers west of the Southern Cross Alpha base to begin their attack at 1500 hours. The 3rd Infantry Division will bring the mission to an end. The Heimdall and the Special Forces 1st Division are then ordered back to North America. Reference: the Southern Cross. There are rumors spreading that a country in the South supports the Southern Cross. With the increase in tension between the North and South, the Southern Cross has become one of the largest anti-North terrorist groups. Reference: the North-South problem. At a meeting of the leaders of the developed nations, it was decided that all technical aid and food stuff from the North to the South will be restricted in order to preserve the economic stability of the North. As a result of the policies of the North, the food shortage and unemployment problems in the South became more serious. Soon, several anti-North terrorist organizations began to grow. Oh, so y'all mad because you're not getting free shit? Sound like welfare bums to me. The G77, consisting of 77 countries in the Southern Hemisphere, criticizes the UN and the countries of the North on economic and moral grounds. We're entitled to your help. Several of the independent terrorist organizations in the South merged to form the Southern Cross. There's a military conflict between the U.S. and Colombia. The U.S. assumes a military posture, and the North-South problem is redefined as the U.S. G77 crisis. Despite resistance from the G77, the U.S. builds a base in Mozambique with the support of the UN. In response, the Southern Cross instigates several terrorist attacks against the U.S., including an attack on the American embassy in Mozambique. So I think that's just detailing the events that led to the conflict between the North and the South. I gotta take the North side on this, not just because I live in North America, but it made the South look like bums. We mad because they stopped sending us free food. Right? There's a slot for a DV tape. Oh yeah. What is a DV tape? I guess VHS is copyrighted or something.
We have a level 1 emergency. Sound the alarm. During a level 1 emergency, the emergency locks are all activated. To deactivate the locks, you need a code number. Steve, here, take this memo. The locks can be deactivated with this number. Steve, we are going to shoot the Heimdall. Prepare to evacuate immediately.
Yep. Of course, we'll find a tape with just that up there. So we gotta find Steve. What did I find over there? What was that blue thing I found? What was that blue thing? I just found something blue on the table or something. I'm tripping. Shit. Alright, whatever. Let's keep going. Yeah, man, I don't know what it was. It was like I was allergic to maps. I just would not check the damn map. And it makes the game so much easier because you keep it's. I think the main thing is just like danger. I'm trying to like mix it up here. I think this one's still moving. Oh, well, whatever. I did manage to avoid using my handgun quite a bit, so I probably have excess ammo for it. I'm already down to 150 though. Damn. Went down kind of quick, man. I don't know, I guess when I start when I hit like 100, I'll start to worry. I think I remember this area here. Yeah, this was that gate connecting the entrance to this side. T7 bomb. Oh shit. Huh. Couldn't that but I thought I heard footsteps, that was me. But couldn't that potentially like sink the ship? Object. Somebody over there is holding an object. Is that Steve? That's Steve. There's a memo in his jacket from the captain obtained orders. Deck 1 emergency lock activation. In order to isolate crew members that have gone insane due to an unknown parasite, I have decided to activate the Deck 1 emergency lock. Deactivation code 5103. I tried. Oh shit! I got one. Oh shit. Okay. I tried to run past, so I had a bad feeling about it because the way they grab you is like they lock on to you. Like it's like they don't have to be that close to you to grab you. You know, and I can't even be mad at it because they don't have like many options outside of just grabbing you. So I can see why they made them like that. Because they can't really do much. Okay, all A2 locks have been unlocked. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Damn, I can't see shit. Okay. I don't know, might have been an invisible guy in here. Let me see, what's this? Activation disc 1 obtained. The screen shows the flight deck. Yeah, I think that's what that other guy needs to do something. Catapult. Catapult. Okay. I hope we get some more guns, man. Like a shotgun or something. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but I've been watching these movies called Hard in the High Desert. Wait, can I reload in the menu at least? Okay, well you can. Okay, you can reload in the menu. I'll take that. It's better than not. Okay. There's a movie called well, actually a series of movies called Hard in the High Desert. There are 4 of them at this point. Which way do I go? I think it's the room after this one. And they're like these found footage movies. And the first one is about this guy who like he likes to go off into the wilderness. Oh shit. Oh shit. Can I not go that way? This is the guy who likes to go. He likes to go off into the wilderness and make like YouTube videos about his journeys. Should I go through there? I could go the other way. I don't have to go through there. Actually, I could go the other way. Yeah, I don't have to go that way. I can go. I can loop around. I really don't want to go through there. But I think that's locked though, right? That should still be locked. Let me keep going. So he goes off to the wilderness and he records it for his YouTube channel. And then he ends up finding like this weird place that like scares the shit out of him. But he wasn't recording when he found it. Danger. Oh, that's one of those little face hugger things. And so his YouTube subscribers, they called bullshit. They were like, nah, you ain't see that. You ain't find nothing special out there in the desert. You're lying. If you would have saw it, you would have recorded it. And so he went back out there to try to get whoa, he spooked me.
Who are you?
I'm with the team sent by NTA.
Really? So we can get out of here?
It's impossible.
It's gonna be a while, bro.
System is active.
This is episode 2.
I'll take care of it.
Yes, sir.
You go up to the flight deck and wait for rescue. Go quickly.
So after being pressured by his subscribers, he decides to go back out there and try to find this area that had like scared him so badly. And so he goes back out there and ends up running to like some weird hill people, like some weird hills have eyes type people. Oh shit, it's a lot of them. I might just have to accept I'm gonna get hit here. But the whole movie is it's like the way it's presented is like a found footage documentary, you know, where he disappeared and then people were looking for him and couldn't find him. And so they were just trying to track down like his whereabouts before he disappeared. People that knew him, they found his YouTube channel, they talked to his family. So like it's like an interview style movie. And I gotta be honest, like the first like 45 minutes of that movie is pretty boring. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, what is up with this? Like I just thought it was such a weird movie. I was like, it's so boring. But the last 15 minutes when they show the footage of him you know, finding that place that had scared him and then running into whatever the hell those people are, I gotta say that was filmed very well. That was some of the best found footage horror I've ever seen, even though it's only like 15 minutes. Because like I said, most of the movie is... Hold on, let's check out the flight deck and see if... Oh, we can't. Okay. Where are all these people that I'm supposed to be sent to the flight deck? Go over there. Let's go back in. Go to the flight deck. But that 15 minutes of footage that they show of him, like, going through that area, that creepy area and running into the hill people. That's what I call them. I mean, it was done very well. It was shot very well. It's very effective. Like I get chills when I watch that because they did such a good job of filming it and making it scary. I'm not gonna tell the whole thing, but there's one shot in particular, like when he finds it's like a barn or some sort of like old dilapidated house in the wilderness, and he's recording it, and that's like the house that he found that had creeped him out, and so he was trying to record it to get evidence for his YouTube channel, and it's like there's a guy standing up in front of the barn or the house, but you don't notice until he squats down. Or I think he's squatting and stands up, or he's standing and squats. But you don't even notice that he's there until he moves, and you know that's what I'm talking about as far as how well they filmed that part, man. I'm trying to find that area with the guy with the white hair because I think that's where I gotta go, but I might have to go that other way. I might just say fuck it and go through there. As dangerous as it seems, I think that's like the shortest way to get there. Let's just do it. Fuck it. We got the health. I'm about to bum rush this shit. Bitch! Lay the fuck down, nigga! Oh, shit. Okay. I went a little bit too fast. Got back up. Okay. Alright, I don't see shit. But I gotta say, you know, wait a minute. What the hell is that? Danger. Might be an invisible enemy. Or just some dude. Yeah, even though that the last part is filmed very well, everything leading up to that I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring. Like it does set up the scene. Like it's necessary to watch it to get properly invested. So I'm not gonna say just skip to the end there, but oh shit, here's something. Yeah, I'm not gonna say just skip right to the end, but it's pretty boring. That first part is kind of boring, man. Cause I remember when I first watched it, I was like, "What the hell am I watching? Like, when is something gonna happen?" And then they played the found footage, and when they found his camcorder, and I was like, "Oh damn, this shit is good." I was like, "Damn, oh man." But the interesting thing about it that I didn't know is that it's actually based on it's inspired by a true story where there's a YouTuber and you can look it up. If you look up the movie, you can find the story that it's based on. Again, the movie is called Horror in the High Desert. So look that up and then look up the true story associated with it. But the true story is that there was a YouTuber, much like the character in the movie. I'm going to go ahead and save. And he found this weird area in the wilderness somewhere that scared him. And so he tried to, I think he told his subscribers about it or something, and they didn't believe him. And so he went back out there to go find it, and then he disappeared. They never found him. So, of course, the difference is that in the movie, they find his footage and he's being attacked by he's finding these hill people and being attacked by them. In real life, there was no found footage. They just know that he went back out into the wilderness trying to find something and then just disappeared. They never found him. And so the producers of the movie, they took that story and just, of course, embellished on it. So the thing is, I have the activation disc. We have the activation disc. We have to now find that room with the guy with the white hair. I just don't remember where he's at. But you do run into him pretty early. That's what I do remember. So where is he? All right, what's this? No, I think it was before that. Well, I guess the movie ended up developing sort of a cult following, if you will, because they've made like 3 movies since then, and I mean they are, man, they are bleeding that movie dry. Because they keep making sequels, but and that's why I really want to talk about it. This movie, I do recommend it, but I think that the problem is it's gotten kind of, I can say popular, but it has like a cult following. So they keep making sequels. They're on the 4th movie now that just came out, and I just watched it. And so in every movie, it's kind of done the same way, where you have people who are interested in this mysterious area in the desert, and they're trying to like document and investigate different disappearances that happen out there. And so there's like different found footage that they're able to locate. Like there was one woman who disappeared, and they found the footage of her running into the hill people because of like her dash cam, and she was recording with her phone too, and I guess she dropped it when she got attacked. Stuff like that. But it's like most of the movie is just the investigators and the people who are interested in the cases or connected to the cases doing interviews and whatnot. Okay, this is it right here. And we got both activation discs, so we should be
Here
good
are
to
the
go.
activation discs.
Thanks. What a pain.
This was a good example of why it's important to check the map. That dude is so dead. Oh, I thought they
No,
were setting
I
him
wanna
up
check
for
one more
death.
thing. You go ahead.
All right, Stephen Hawking.
No, I want to check one more thing. You go ahead.
Look at those cool glasses. All right. Well, nice seeing you again. I'll save again, because some crazy shit might happen before I get over there. But all the movies are done the same way, found footage, documentary style storytelling. 'Cause, 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 And you know, I like the movies, but they're getting worse and worse as they go along. Cause like I said, it's like what makes the movie work. Oh shit! What the hell?
It looks like the damage has spread.
Oh.
Captain,
Go. At this rate, the damage will spread even more.
So some things might be changed as I go back out here. And by change, I knew it meant more enemies. Just before he caught up to me, too. But yeah, like the problem with the movie, and is like it's kind of similar to the Blair Witch in a way. It has the same problem where it's a movie that works based on what is not shown, based on what the viewer doesn't know. You know, it's like the more you show, the less effective it is. You know, if you ever seen the Blair Witch Project, which is considered one of the first like really popular found footage horror movies, they don't really show like, oh shit. Whew. They don't really show the witch. Like you don't even see anything really supernatural throughout the whole movie. You don't see anything supernatural, but it's still very effective. Somebody's in here. Yeah, I think he had to be right around that corner. But in the Blair Witch Project, yeah, you don't see the witch. You don't see any magic. You don't see anything really supernatural, but it's still very effective. And then in the Blair Witch movie that came out in 2016, the whole idea was to show everything, to show the monster, to show the supernatural things happening. And it's just not as effective. And I think that's actually a decent found footage movie, don't get me wrong, but it lost the magic of what made the Blair Witch Project special. And it's really the fear of the unknown. It's the fear of what you don't know and what you don't see. And I think so much of horror in the high desert depends on that. Because you don't see a lot of the hill people. You get little glimpses of them. I try to get back through there. But yeah, you get little glimpses of them here and there. Mid healing drink. Where's the light one? Medium strength. This is the light one, right? Yeah. Oh, it's a mild. I was tripping. Okay. But yeah, you get little glimpses of them here and there. You know, short sightings. But overall, you know, they're very mysterious because you don't see them a lot. And it's like with every movie, they follow that same principle of not showing the hill people very much. Again, you get little glimpses of them. Things like that. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, shit. Oh shit. Haha. Had to get a little revenge there. These enemies are rolling deep out here. Like I said before, there's one scene where, like in the second movie, where one of the hill people gets caught on camera because of like the dash cam on the woman's car. She got stranded in the wilderness somewhere. And you see her on the dash cam in the car in the front seat, and then you see one of the hill people behind the car, you know, in the the back window of the car. You see him like kind of poke his head in and then duck back down. It looks like a code is necessary to deactivate the lock. Oh, okay. We got that. $5103. There we go.
Who are you?
Spark team, put
Here we
down
go
your
again.
gun.
I'm tired of this.
Spark team. Are you human? Really?
Yes.
A lot of
put
Irishmen
down
on
your
this
gun.
I
shit.
don't know. You can't trust anyone here.
Like
Tell
a
me what happened.
like an
Where did
Irish
the
Jamaican
mutants come
accent.
I don't know. They just appeared.
We'll search the ship. For now, go to the flight deck and wait for help.
Yeah, be careful. Even if it looks like a human, take care.
Thanks. You get to the flight deck safely.
Ah! But yeah, it's like every movie works the same. Where again, you got the interviews. They have little bits and pieces of found footage of different people who are in the area. Like the third movie is about a guy who goes out there to the wilderness to basically find where Gary was at. Because like one of the big mysteries in the movies is that nobody really knows where Gary was at when he ran into the hill people. They found all of his stuff like somewhere else. Like they found his stuff kind of out of the way. Is that? Oh my god, that's that guy we found earlier. He got
Eddie,
fucked.
what's going on?
Ah, dude. He said, Eddie, what's going on? He dead. He said, Eddie, what's going on? The man is dead, fool. Don't know what's going on. I think I better be careful about how I use those bombs too, because I feel like they want me to use them for specific areas. Why can't I replenish? Oh, I think I gotta have it equipped. I guess that kind of makes sense. The third movie is about this guy who goes like trying to figure out where Gary went missing at, like the exact location, and then he ends up disappearing too. I mean, I'll be to laugh at the guy, but okay, I do. I think I gotta blow these up too. Kind of obvious. Man, I hope I gotta blow up that third box to get through. Oh, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. It might be an item in there or something. Okay. That's pretty cool. They got bombs in this game. Okay, let's save again. Well, we got about 15 more minutes. Keep going. But I do recommend the movies. A new one just came out, the fourth one. Hard in the High Desert Majesty, but now the quality is definitely starting to go down a bit. I think the first movie was the best. The second one was okay, especially because of that lady that got lost or her car broke down. That one scene made the whole thing worth it. Even though she wasn't really the focus of the whole movie. That's what made it worth it to me. I hate to say it, but that shit was shot very well. It was kind of funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But the third movie is where you start to see like the drop in quality. Whoa. What the fuck? I think the problem with the third movie is that it focused too much on that guy that went looking for Gary from the first movie. Like, it felt so much like his story as opposed to like the story of the mystery of the high desert, you know? Because they were talking about his depression and his battle with alcoholism. So it's like, even though he was out there looking for Gary, a lot of the focus was on like his personal issues and how looking for Gary or going on the adventure looking for Gary was helping his mental health. So I think really that was the wrong direction to take with that movie, focusing so much on the person looking for Gary and his emotional state as opposed to the mystery itself. I think that's the big problem with the third movie. The fourth movie, probably the worst one. I might put it above 3 though. Oh shit. Damn. They rolling deep, bruh. I wonder if damage carries over. Yeah, I'm thinking not. And those little eyeball things keep spawning. I could just set a bomb and go out. But nah. Okay. That seemed like the best way to handle that
just arrived
situation.
at Deck 2.
You have the bombs.
Yes, sir.
Ahead of you is an elevator used to raise and lower planes. Use it to go to Deck 4.
Roger.
Man, what the fuck? Goddamn floaty spiders. I think the problem with the fourth movie, now that I think about it, oh shit, is that you don't really get any good footage of the hill people. Like, most of the movies would give you at least like one good scene with the hill people. This movie didn't really have that. It didn't really give you like any like new good footage of somebody running into the hill people. You got glimpses of them here and there, like, oh, like no. In fact, you did. I forgot at the very end. They do kind of make up for it at the very end. I guess the problem is like overall, they don't have like good footage of the hill people, but they do have a pretty significant encounter with the hill people towards the end. I just don't think it's filmed very well. Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's not filmed very well. It was kind of creepy. It was a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching it, you know, I was nice and tucked in. But I guess if I had to rank the movies, I'll say it's 1, 2, 4, then 3. Because I finally went back and watched 3 recently. And it made me realize why I didn't like it that much. And it's because it focused too much on the guy looking for Gary. I think that's the big problem. But, you know, it's like I said earlier, man, these kind of movies are sort of a trap for the producer if you think about it. Because, like I said before, you're kind of locked into this storytelling style where if you reveal too much, you lose the magic of what made it special. So you have to, like, when you watch these movies, you can tell they're trying to strike a balance, like a delicate balance between showing new footage of the hill people and revealing more about them versus keeping the mystery alive. And I think the second movie did a good job of finding that balance, but the third and the fourth failed to. Like, because it's inevitable, because at some point you have to give the viewer more. You can't just keep you can't keep the mystery alive forever. That's the problem with stuff like that. Because you're only gonna find, because really, to be able to tell a story where you don't reveal a lot, but still have it be effective, that's hard. That's a big challenge.
What the hell was that? Whatever it was, it must be big.
So I'm going the other way. Oh, I thought it was another path I could take. Haven't checked the map in a while too. But yeah, that's a big challenge. You know, that's why I have a lot of respect for filmmakers that can pull it off. You know, the Blair Witch Project probably being the best example of it. Okay, it can't be easy, but you're starting to see with Horror in the High Desert, they're finding it harder to find that balance. And I think it's kind of at the point where they need to lean more into just revealing more about the hill people. Like if I was producing the fifth movie, I kind of hate to say it, but I would take the more cliche approach of,
It's the doctor.
oh, hold up. Oh my God.
Hey, what are you doing?
You? I'm activating the elevator. Stay out of the way.
Okay.
I got it.
It's too dangerous. Get away from there.
Why you point a gun at him? What, you gonna shoot him if he don't move? No! Oh. Is this a boss? Well, I guess I ain't going nowhere. Oh shit, I blew myself up. Game over. And it didn't even do any damage to the enemy. First death, blew myself the fuck up. And it didn't even do any damage at that. That's the worst thing about it. So I just look like a fucking moron. How far back? Oh no. I'm way back here. I knew that was risky trying that. But I did it. I mean, come on, can you blame me? I got bombs. Of course I'm gonna try to blow up the damn giant monster, man. I could have ran right past these guys. Was there anything over here? Okay. But yeah, I think if I had to make the fifth movie, I would take the more cliche approach and just say, look, just get 3-4 young adults to go off into the high desert looking for Gary. So kind of like the third movie where they had the one guy. Right? I would do that, but with just more people and without a emphasis on, oh, my fucking personal issues, boo-hoo. Take that shit out of it. Take all that bullshit out of it. I mean, of course, you know, the characters have to interact and, you know, you got to give the viewer a reason to like the characters and whatnot. So you can't avoid that. But that's basically what I would do. You know, kind of turn it into a more generic found footage movie. What was up there? Let me go back there and kill these guys real quick though. And I think, you know, the whole reason for making it like that, from my perspective, is pretty much so you can just have. Oh man, damn, he knocked me on my damn ass. Yeah, it's so you can have several people trying to survive at the same time. And so I think you could probably do some interesting things with like character deaths and to heal people. I mean, you know, you can still keep the sort of like documentary interview style of the other movies. I'm just saying put more of an emphasis on the found footage part and have like a few people exploring the high desert together and then getting killed one by the hill people. That's how I would do it at this point. At this point. But I mean, I guess you could keep the mystery alive. You know, if you can effectively keep the mystery alive, then you don't have to take that generic approach. But I do see the movies getting worse. So I'm like, you might want to switch it up. Yeah, they were letting my ass know, man. You got a big boss on the way. Okay, let's do it and not get killed this time. I bet every boss is probably designed to make it very difficult to kill him with the bomb without blowing yourself up. fuck? Okay. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm just kind of standing right in his face and just shooting him. He ain't doing much. He ain't really particularly difficult. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He ain't doing much. I'm having like an issue where I'm trying to hit the button for the main menu. I can't really quite figure out what the hell he doing either, though. Damn, why did I miss that? Well, that wasn't the best boss fight, but it was our boss fight. I gotta say, man, moments like that just make you appreciate the accomplishment of Resident Evil so much more. And what I mean is, I need to start using that welder gun more too. I'm not gonna be out here shit out of luck. But what I mean is, what's the first boss in Resident Evil? The giant snake. That boss fight is good. That's a good boss fight. That was not a good boss fight. And I'm not just saying that because I got my ass whooped. It wasn't fun. It wasn't creative. It wasn't scary. I just fought a giant plant, and it wasn't even like well designed. And you know, in Resident Evil 1, you fight a giant plant too, but that one is actually a well designed boss fight. This one, not so much. Oh boy.
Sounds like a fight.
Don't come any closer. Die, monster.
Damn, he let them shots off. Oh shit. I saved your life.
Thanks. Who are you?
I'm part of Spark.
This music.
What happened here?
I don't really know, but weird things have been happening ever since we loaded that strange package on an island in the South Pacific.
Strange package. I see. I'll check it out. You get up to the flight deck.
Okay, but be careful. Anything
Damn
can
flight
happen on this
deck.
ship. Here, you'll probably need this. Thanks for showing up.
No problem.
Level 2 energy
See
drink.
you later.
I like a shotgun.
See you later. See you later.
Okay. That damn flight deck, man. I just got a bad feeling about this shit. Life just tends not to be that easy. T7 bomb obtained. Yeah, you get as many as you want, man. I guess they don't mind giving you infinite fucking bombs because they're kind of a challenge to use effectively in combat because of the way you got to time it. Okay. Well, that was episode 2. I think overall, it was a good episode. I gotta say, one thing I do like is that the game is kind of good at setting up different situations where it's hard for you to avoid getting hit. Not impossible, but just, challenging. Because I've gotten hit quite a bit this episode and forced to use my handgun ammo a lot more. That's just something that I appreciate because it takes some good game, like some good planning and setting up different scenarios to really screw the player over in games like these, because it's kind of just so it can be kind of easy, right? You got your gun, just kind of like point and shoot. So you got to set the player up good, but you don't want to be unfair about it either. And when I say unfair, I mean, oh, I open the door and it's an enemy right there, like 1 foot away from me, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm digging it. Again, man, this is a very mid game, but it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad either. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next episode.